Hi everybody, it's Carolyn. It's been a long time. I have just been away and so much has gone on. I will give you a little bit of story of it, and some of it was, I wasn't as happy with YouTube. I had to just step back. And plus, I love makeup. I still have a lot of makeup. But I'm not buying like I used to at all. Not nearly. I mean, I found out pretty much what works for me, and that's just what I buy. It's like today I have Groundwork by MAC on my eyes, and it's a mascara and a little liner. That's it. I mean, I just don't wear a lot of makeup like I used to either. But my life has changed a lot, and so at first I just, like I said, I wasn't as happy, and I kind of got depressed, and then I got sick. And in 2021 I got cancer, and so I went through chemo and radiation, and then I spent 3 months of October of that year in the hospital. Did I say 3 months? 3 weeks of October in the hospital. From the radiation and chemotherapy, and also I decided to get a kidney stone and it got stuck in the tube, and they had to go in and remove that, and so that was another thing that happened during all that. Cancer wasn't enough. I needed a little something else. So that was tough. I mean, anybody that's been through cancer, that has watched a loved one go through cancer, friends, it's tough. I had said I will get up every morning and put my makeup on and get dressed in something, it makes me feel good, and I'll go down there and get my stuff done. Well, I did that until I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't even walk. My husband would get me to the door and get a wheelchair and take me inside because I didn't have the strength to walk inside. I kept most of my hair didn't all fall out or anything, but I lost a lot of hair. It's gotten healthier still, it's thinner now, but, I'm a lot older too. I'll be 65 this year, and so, in just a couple of months. So it's gone through a lot, but hey, I've got it. I'm thrilled. So made it through that. Had some other health things going along the way, and then now my husband's going through cancer, and he just finished chemotherapy and radiation on the 28th of January. Now, he wasn't able to do all of his chemotherapy because his platelets kept dropping too much, and so now they're doing it's immunotherapy, but he's only had 2 treatments of that, and it can attack your body, your organs, your skin, and that's what it's done. It's attacked his skin, and so they've had to stop the immunotherapy for right now until he's been on steroids and all kinds of, high dosage, and he's still on it, and he's better. He's much better, but the cancer is still active in his bladder. There's still cancer cells going on in his bladder. In his chest, he had a PET scan recently, and it was 3 months after he had his last radiation. He did have a PET scan. It's still showing some there, but that can happen after you've finished. And that's why you have to go back like every 3 months for a couple of years, and then they stretch it out to every 6 months, you know, if you're doing well. So I have to go every 6 months, so I'm doing well. I'll meet my 4-year mark on this year in October 1st. So it's just been a lot, and I don't know if it was, you know, both of them's hard, you know, having it and then watching somebody else go through it and knowing there's nothing you can do to make it better. I mean, it's just nothing, and it's hard going in the cancer center every day and seeing all these people that are so sick, and knowing that there's going to be people that aren't going to be able to ring that bell, you know, and so it's a very depressing place to go. And so we go still every week. We go to his oncologist and see what they're going to be able to do to try to take care of this cancer that's active in his bladder. So anyway, as time was going on and he was going through his radiation, and that's every day except for the weekends, then he would sleep a lot. And, you know, I would clean and do things, but try to be quiet so he could rest. And so I started crafting again. I'd kind of given up it too. I mean, you know, actually at one point I sold everything pretty much. Not everything, but pretty much. And I don't know. I couldn't find myself again. It was just too much going on. So while he was going through that and sleeping, then I started crafting and found that brought me some joy amongst all this that's going on right now, this chaos that I feel like we're, you know, in, and unknowns. But it kept me busy. It kept my mind busy. And that's what I needed. So I know I made altered cookbooks from 10 years ago. In fact, I've opened a new channel, and it's called Southern Crafted. So I hope that those of you that are seeing this, you'll go over and subscribe over there too. I'm going to keep this channel, you know, just for things that you know, won't have anything to do with crafting, that I feel like, you know, I'm just going to keep that as a crafting channel. This, I'll just put random bits and bobs and sometimes maybe just to talk. I don't know. But this channel isn't monetized anymore, you know. That's all changed too, because now you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I had that, but you have to have 40,000 hours watch time, I think it is. Something like that. I did not have that over on, on Flip Flops and Pearls. I did not have that. And so I hope I'll be able to do that over on Southern Crafted. That channel can hopefully make me a little bit of money that I can help out, because things are tough. Things are really tough. Cancer's not cheap, and it sure isn't easy. But you know, but I thought that I'd come over here first and let y'all know that I had started this new channel, and I put 2 videos over there that were done in 2016, and then I started making the altered composition book cookbooks again, and I've been going a little nuts. I've got them over at the beauty shop for sale. I've got them a bunch here. So you can see I've been busy making cookbooks. And I may open an Etsy shop. I'm not sure. I think that might be fun. I don't know. So, but it's he's able to, you know, he's able to drive. He's able to go and do things. He may get more tired, you know, easier. We have to go to the urologist so they can, you know, look inside his bladder, make sure there's no tumors. He's had tumors removed several times from his bladder, and they were cancerous. And so we're hoping that he can go back on this medicine once his skin clears up. But like I said, this medicine can attack your organs. It can attack your skin, and you know your skin's an organ. And it broke him out from his, well, from his chest to his ankles, and it was bad. I mean, itching, you know, it was just bad. And blisters and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we don't know yet whether this drug's going to work for him, and if not, right now there's not another drug that can work. So they would have to keep just looking in his bladder every 3 months and seeing if there's tumors, if there are, to remove them. If it got too bad, then they would have to remove his bladder. So we don't want to get to that point. So if you got an extra prayer, send it up, please. You know? And I'd appreciate that a whole lot. But other than that, that's kind of what I've been doing. I mean, you know, it's just been a whole lot of doctor visits. I have a journal, and I have that's what I've been doing as well, is journaling. And I have a calendar that I keep on my wall, that I've always done that. And you know, we just look at it every week and see how many doctors we have to go to that week, or how many, if there's any kind of therapy or any kind of x-rays or whatever, you know, or the dentist appointment, you know. It's, when you have a week off, you're very thankful to have that week off, that you can just not do anything if you don't want to. So, I've missed you guys, and I hope that some of us can reconnect, and, you know, can come over to the Southern Crafted and watch over there. And if you're not interested, if you could just let it run, that'd be great. You know, just because hopefully they won't be long videos. I'm not really planning on doing like to film. Putting together one of these would probably take, you know, from start to finish, it'd probably take like 3 videos to do that. And I don't know if anybody would be really interested in that. I don't know. I may just start on one, show some of the process, come back. You know, I just don't know. Journaling has become a thing. I've been seeing some of that with Dutch doors, and so I've got a couple of those started, and an art journal, and so I want to do more and more of that. But you know, I've just been ordering supplies, and I've been ordering a lot of things from Temu and different other places that, you know, once I, you know, use their stuff, I can link it and all that good stuff like before. I had to go back and really look and see how to do things, and I haven't edited a video or done it. Most of my videos, a lot of them were never really edited very much. If I couldn't do it in one take, then I just didn't do it, you know. Or if I paused too much, I try to take that out, or if I did too many ums or whatever. But you know, I just tried to keep it short and sweet, and sometimes that didn't work for me. You know, I had to talk. Imagine that. But over here, you know, if I find some kind of makeup that just blows my socks off, then I will be glad to tell you about it, you know. But yeah, I mean, I like to share. But anyway, I wanted to let you know that I was going to try to do this and see where it took me this time. But makeup, there's so many people out there that are so talented and that have so much knowledge of makeup. I mean, the ingredients, everything about it, and they're just, I mean, I'm a little bitty tiny fish, and now I have hooded eyes, and my skin is not in the best shape. Weight loss too quickly has done a lot of things that I can't seem to reverse myself, but I keep trying. But anyway, see, that's what's going to have to be cut out because I'm kind of stuck. It feels like home, sitting here looking at this lens and talking to you, but then again, it seems very odd because it's been so long. But like I said, I really have missed a lot of the back and forth and getting to know people. And there's still a few people that I talk to, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm hoping to get to know more people, and this, I can bring somebody some joy in something that I do or make that they might want to make it themselves, or just watching, you know, brings them joy, or, you know, I don't know. And it helps me as well, because I feel like I'm not alone. I have all of you with me, and I know that'll be very comforting to me. So I am going to stop rattling, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just rattling is what I feel like. And so I'm going to sign off here and go over and check out Southern Crafted. I'll link it below. I think I still know how to do these things. I'll figure it out. It might not be the best, but I'll do the best I can. And I will see you all soon. Take care.